Hi, everybody. It's me, Miss Branch, the art teacher. And today we are going to draw some toucans. So first things first, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at some real pictures of toucans. And then we're going to draw some of our own. All right. So first of all, let me go ahead and share my screen. And right now, we have some pictures of toucans. Now, what is interesting is that when I was researching toucans, I learned that toucans are also are a type of parrot because of the way their feet are. They have 2 toes in front and 2 toes in the back. And I learned that there's about 40 different types of toucans, probably a bit more. Now, I like this one, which has the bright green eye, purple and red, blue, orange, green on the beak. It has yellow feathers here, has red feathers on his bum. This one has a dark blue eye with orange around it. It has orange, red, and yellow beak with this black part. Has a white tuft on its right on its neck. And then let's see some more. This one has another orange beak. This one has the blue and orange eye. Some of them have, oh, look, this has a light blue eye on this one. So the cool thing about toucans is that you can't go wrong when you're putting their colors on, when we're adding colors. Now, here's a toucan that has a blue belly and the blue feet, has red, black, and white on its beak, has some brown feathers on its tail, has brown feathers on its wings, and it still has the red bottom. This one's beak, I guess, was damaged. Here's one with a mostly black beak. Let's see, more toucans. Where are we? Well, there's one messing with another bird. Okay. So we get the idea that toucans, here's one with some purple feathers. Toucans come in a lot of different colors. So what I'm going to do is stop sharing my screen. And now I'm going to pan my desk camera and make that the spotlight so that everyone can see. And I'm going to bring my camera down to make sure everyone can see. And today you're just going to need a piece of paper and some markers. Now you can draw with the pencil first, but you can just draw it straight with the markers too. So I'm going to show you how to draw a toucan. We're going to draw at least 2 toucans, even though we might have room to draw 3, but I'm going to do 2 because I'm going to do one with its beak going to the right, and then I'll draw one with its beak going to the left so that you learn how to draw a toucan in either direction. All right. Let me make this as big as possible. There we go. So the first thing to do when we're drawing a toucan, we're going to make a capital letter T. And now, since this one of the beak is going to go to the right, we're going to make the eye area by turning this part of the T into a letter D, or a backwards D. And then inside there, we're going to put a circle for the eye, and I'll put another circle and color that in for the pupil. And you later can decide what color you want your toucan's eye to be. Now for the beak, I'm going to turn this part of the T into a letter J. So I'm just going to keep going and make a letter J out of that. Now, if you need to, you can turn it sideways to draw it. Now here, from here where the side of the face to this beak, I'm going to make a curved line that's going to connect so that I can kind of like close the beak off. So I'm just going to draw a little curved line and connect. And then I'm going to draw another one inside the beak just so that I can separate the top from the bottom. So I'm just going to come and I'm going to come down to this little point right there so that that part of the beak that hangs over a little bit is there, that little point they have. So now I'm going to do the body. And to make the body of my toucan, I'm going to use the letter C. So since this top of the head is flat right now, I'm going to start my C right here at the top of the T. And I'm just going to make a big letter C. And then on this way, I'm going to make a backwards C to connect. So there's my toucan body. Now I'm going to make his feet. And I'm just going to put 2 ovals, and then 2 ovals. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. Because toucans, they have 4 toes on each foot, but they have 2 in the front and 2 in the back. And like I said, we just learned that I just learned that they are in the parrot family. All right. So now you have some choices. Like when we saw the toucans, some of them had a whole belly of different color feathers. Some of it was just around the eye. I think this one I will make it just a little curved line here. And that'll be my different color. So I'll decide whether I'm going to make that yellow or blue or white or whatever color I decide, or yellow. I don't know yet. And so now there's my first toucan. So now I'm going to draw another toucan over here. Now I can make this toucan taller so his beak is over here, or I can make him a little shorter and his beak is below, or I can make him about the same height. It is totally up to you because you're the artist. So again, let's see, I'll make him a little shorter. I'm going to make a capital T. Now I'm left-handed, so let me move the paper over so maybe I can make sure. Now because it's going to the left, this time when I make the D will be going in the right direction for the eye. And then the circle inside for the eye, and then another circle for the pupil. And like I said, if you need to, you could turn your paper sideways to make this J. So I'm just going to make this letter J, and right now it's a backwards J because of the way I drew it. And then I turn my paper back, and I'm just going to connect a curved line from here to the head. And it doesn't matter. I can come from here to there or here to there. It's just up to your preference. So I'm just going to curve. And then I'm going to draw another one to separate the top beak from another. So it's like making another J. So it's like making a J, then a slight J, then another J, and I have my beak. So now I get to make this toucan's body again with the letter C, but this time the part of the body is a backward C. And again, I'm starting here, so I give the round head and come back around. And then I'm going to come back around with another C. And then my two ovals for the front toes. And now right now, my toucans are floating in space. So now I need to make a branch for them to sit on, or a couple of branches. I could just make one branch and make it look realistic. Now, I could just draw it with the black marker, or I could switch to my brown marker, and that will eliminate some extra coloring I have to do. So what I'm going to do is going to draw a brown line and stop when I get to the toes, and then come back through, and I'm just going to make it a crooked line, because tree branches, they don't always grow straight. And I'm going to make a branch here, and then come down. And you know what? I'm just going to make another branch going down. Because, I'm Miss Branch, so I like to draw branches. And there we go. Now, I need to go back here. Now, some people like to draw their belly looking forward. So I'm going to do one with the belly looking forward, like he's turned this way a little bit. So what I'm going to do is use a upside down U for this belly. But now that I have my toucans and their legs and the tree branch, I can finish them by adding some tail feathers. So since this one is here, I'm just going to draw some lines coming down. And if you want to draw the bottoms, or you want to make it look like it's going off the page, that is totally up to you because you're the artist. And this one, because he's so close to the bottom, I'm not going to see the whole tail. As a matter of fact, I did 4 lines. Put a little line there. And there. And some people like to draw, show that like their wing a little bit. So if you want to show like the wing is like laying on its side, because they're black usually, and ones that we normally see are black, so you don't normally see their wings because it all blends in. But I just put a little C so it can look like one of the wings is just right here off the shoulder. So now I get to add color. So let me scroll and pick a color. I think I want to do that one with all the colors on the beak. So the front part of the beak was a little purple. So I'm just going to add in some purple. And I'll do that. And then there was some red. And there was some red at the bottom too. So it's a good thing I got some red down there. And let's see, then it was a light blue. Now you might not have a light blue marker, but it's okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a little light blue. And then there was some orange. And let's see, looks like it kind of came down a little bit. Oh, you know what? I just realized something else I learned about toucans that I should probably add in next time I teach this lesson. That their beaks, this top part, is serrated like a knife that you use to cut food with, so that they can really break their nuts and um and really crunch down because they eat fruits, they eat nuts, and they eat some frogs and lizards. And let's see, and the rest of the beak is, oh, there's some light green in there. I'm gonna put that around the orange. And then the rest of it is yellow. Uh-oh, I thought I didn't have my yellow out. So now I'm gonna do the rest of this beak yellow. Oop. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this one the very dark blue eye. So there's the dark blue. And you know what? I'm gonna give it some purple feathers like I saw on that one. I'm gonna give it some purple. And I remember it said they have red around their bottom. Well, actually, this is all belly. You would only see that. So I'm not even gonna bother with the red. I changed my mind because you really can't see his bottom. But I'm gonna go ahead and color my branch. Now, one thing I like to do is use the wide part of the markers because you can color a lot faster and you have a lot neater lines by using the wide side of the marker. And then you can use the little point for like little areas that you missed. Okay. And over here, and again, use the point to get in those little areas. And let's see. So now, I guess I'll make this. Do I want that yellow? Well, I like the orange. So I'm going to go ahead and make this orange around the eye. And the cool thing about this part being orange is that blue and orange are complementary colors on the color wheel. And you get to use all the primary and secondary colors, plus a few neutral colors on a penguin. I said a penguin. Ha! On a toucan. I said the wrong name. I was thinking of some other projects that I could probably use the same way of drawing the toucan to make a penguin. Just give it a smaller beak. And so then I'm gonna leave that part white. So I'm not gonna color that. Oh, let me do the feather, the tail feathers. Okay. And then the blue feet. And there is one of my toucans done. Now let's see. I think I'll do this one, the big red, orange, and black one on beak. So let's see. Bottom part is red. I'm looking at a picture of one. And then it goes into some orange. Ooh, excuse me. And then I'll do some more red around the top. And some red around the base. I'll bring some more red in. Come right above that line, just a little bit. And now the rest of it's going to be yellow. And this one, I'm going to give it the light green eye that I saw in the pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and do this light green eye. And I think I'll do this one yellow around the head, the light green eye. So I'm just bring in some more yellow. And again, I like using the wide side because you can color quicker and neater. And then go back and use the little point to fill in any spaces. Now let's see. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to do one that has red around its rim before that part turns white. Or I might make it yellow. And then this one, I'll put some purple feathers on this one too. I'll make this wing purple. Oh, and I might add some blue like that blue one we saw. Yeah, I think I'll add in some blue. But there is no wrong way to color a toucan because they come in lots of colors and they have lots of colors all on their one body, which is pretty cool. And I'll do some blue toes. And let's see. I think I'll do these feathers purple. And again, anywhere where you missed, just take the point and go back in and fill in those spots. If you catch that you missed some. And so now we have two very colorful toucans, which we just learned that they're also in the parrot family, which is pretty cool. All right, everyone, let me stop sharing my screen or unpin my screen. Please tell me. No, cancel. Uh-oh. How do I unpin the screen view? Gallery. And now I can remove pin. And then I can pin back to me. So everyone, we made a toucan today. And I figured out a better way to make my videos because the other ones were having that line, that black line around the edges. Am I still sharing my screen? I'm not sure. We'll find out when I check this video if I have to do this again. So everyone, I will see you later. So now record. Stop recording.